Okay, let's check out this example. Now, your book assignment tomorrow is going to be just a little bit different from what you're used to seeing with these type of problems. And this is one way in which your book will word the problem. Say, consider this function 3 sine of 2x. Find an interval for x values such that the y values will always be within 0.1 of the limit as x goes to pi over 8. And you're wondering what that means. Always start by doing this. Always start by writing down the limit. Limit as x goes to what? Pi over 8 of 3 sine of 2x is equal to, how do you figure what it's equal to? You plug pi over 8 in. Now, you guys are excellent students. You had a wonderful trigonometry teacher, so I'm confident that you know that 2 times pi over 8 is pi over 4, and you know the sine of pi over 4 is the root of 2 over 2 times 3 is 3 roots of 2 over 2. You know that, right? Excellent. So, but suppose that you didn't, you would make sure you're working in radians. You would type in 3 times the sine of 2 times pi divided by 8. And you can see that you get 3 roots of 2 over 2, which is 2.12. Who can tell me what my epsilon value is? It is 0.1. I'm going to graph this. What is the amplitude of 3 sine of 2x? 3. What is the period? 2 pi divided by b, which is pi. So I'm going to mark off half of it, or pi over 2 over here, because, all right, go get some brain food, come on back. What's the amplitude of 3 sine of 2x? 3. And we said the period was going to be pi, and so I don't want to show the second half of the graph because it'll be too much, so I'm going to show pi over 4 and pi over 2. So to start at max, min, or middle. Starts in the middle. It's going to head up. So that's the first half portion of the graph of 3 sine of 2x, okay? All right, and then we'll mark this as pi over 8. And I haven't done a great job graphing, but it's okay. We'll call that 2.12. So now what? What's the epsilon? So go up to, right, so that'll be that spot right there, and then okay. So we've got these two values, pi over 8. Maybe I should make that into a decimal. Well, we'll do that later. So how do I find these x values? I've got the y values. Yeah, so 3 sine of 2x is equal to 2.22. How will I solve that? Divide by 3. And how do I get rid of the sine? What? Arc sine, sine inverse. So on your calculator. We've got mode, I'm working in radians, so I have the sine inverse of 2.22 divided by 3. I got 0.833. So 2x is equal to 0.833. Divide that by 2. We have 0.417. Okay, I'm going to find the next x value the same way. Put it over here. 3 sine of 2x is equal to what? 2.02 divided by 3 sine of 2x. Sine inverse 2.02 divided by 3. We get 0.7387. I divide that by 2. X is 0.369. So is that my answer? No, 0.369 is not my answer. 0.417 is not my answer. How do I come up with an answer? Yeah, find your delta value, okay? Now, earlier I pointed to this part of the formula, or of the precise definition of a limit, and I want you to understand exactly what we're doing right now. We just found the x values. The a value is pi over 8. So we're going to take our x values and minus pi over 8. And whether it's positive or negative, we will make it positive because it's a distance. So that is what we are doing. What is our largest x value? 0.4. And we will subtract pi divided by 8. And I get 0.024. And then if you do the same thing, you take x, which is 0.369, and you subtract pi over 8, you notice you get a negative. But because it's its absolute value, it's a distance, we're making it positive. And again, you get delta is equal to 0.024. So for all practical purposes, if we're going to round to the nearest, say, 100th or 1,000th, we'll say delta is 0.024. Good? You got it? So tomorrow, if you notice, this is the type of problem that we will do. We will do a proof tomorrow. We'll do a couple of them, okay? And we'll set you to work on an assignment, and hopefully you'll be good to go. And then on Wednesday, we'll be ready to move on to continuity. Continuity is really basically like a one-day deal. And then intermediate value theorem is a one-day deal, so I'll bring us to Friday. And then tangent lines will be, say a 2-day deal. Should be looking at a test again next Thursday probably. Okay, right around that. So go ahead and finish up your worksheet. Go to work.